Actually, yeah, with the 11 months out, I spent quite a lot of time, and I sound needy, but kind of had to work around me with the problem I had. So what I didn't like was when people, especially the sports science coach, would set a program for me that I knew physically I couldn't, say, complete. Even though they might think I can, but I know my own body, so I have my restrictions, and there's a few times where, I'm not going to say names or anything, but there's a few times where I was told that you're on 70% of your max heart rate, that they've set in something that I've got to go for over a 121 for the RPM and stuff, but I could never do that.
Yeah.
So it's sort of thing, that's why I kind of got frustrated and annoyed. But overall it was still good, but that was the kind of things that I needed during that period. But I'd say overall my experience working with them, they've worked well with what I needed and what other players have needed. So yeah, I would just say that the fact you got to listen more with, sometimes from my experience, got to listen a bit more with the player, and rather not just tell the player you're doing this and this. You got to kind of listen and see what their body's feeling like, their mentally, can you complete it? Because there's no point starting something if you can't do it. And then reworking the work, restructuring the work that you're going to complete. So yeah, I'd say overall it's been good working, but then there's times where I've been left frustrated due to the fact that I felt like I couldn't do something, I was getting forced upon to it, and then maybe that's kept me out for an hour. There's been times where I've had something I was coming back from injury, like a dead leg for instance, and I knew it wasn't quite right to start again, but then I was thrown into a training running/training work, and then it's rehabbed or it's been made worse, and then that's when you get, obviously as a player, left a lot more frustrated.
Yeah. So it comes down to that personal relationship.
Yeah, again, the personal has to be key, because if you don't get on with the coach, then he's probably not going to listen to you. Do as much as you can talk as much as you like to try and persuade them, but they're not going to listen to you. So the relationship you got to get from early. For me, got to understand each other, and with me spending so long out, there was a lot of time to start understanding.
Yeah.
Players didn't take long, so it was my time left out injured and /still was a lot easier.
Alright, so touching on that then, what do you think, you spoke a lot about this, but what if you were to say something that makes S&C coach or a sports scientist effective, what would you say that would be?
I say more of a lot of coaches focus on more the technical work and technical and getting structures to work and doing that for players. I know I'll probably speak on behalf of most players that prefer if they actually spoke with the player first. Say you're going to do this today, but if you're feeling tired, fatigued, slight tightness in any muscle group, we'll have a discussion and we can either overload in something else which you're happy with, and just have a more all round chat with the player rather than just laying all the points you're doing this and this, and then it just becomes a bit boring, and then you start slacking off because you'll get to the same fact, you're doing the same thing every day, and you're like, hold on, I've just done this yesterday.
Yeah.
So why would I do it again today? Sort of. So not to make it repetitive. Obviously, at times you're going to have to do the same, especially if you're injured or such. But make it enjoyable. Make it effective by doing it make it enjoyable for players. You don't want to be like a robot as such. Do this, and this, and standing over players, shouting at them, make it enjoyable. Have a bit of a laugh, but at the same time, gotta get the work done. That's what us as players would prefer.
Okay, decent. What about less effective?
When they start getting, I'd say there's a certain point if a player is starting to mess around and stuff, then you've got to be firm and you talk to him, like you've got to get them to do the work. But I would say if they come in with it straight away, like a no talk basis, you get the work done, you get in and out. Because players at that point then will do, speaking personally, I would probably just switch off from whatever they say.
Yeah.
As much as I'd say it's not probably right to, but there's only so much you can think, listen to the same person shouting and telling you to do the same thing over again. You just start thinking, what's this doing for my? For me, it puts you in like a bad mood to say such, and then that maybe affect your whole day, or it might just affect your gym session when you could be making a difference in there.
So would you say that the behaviour of the coach sets your behaviour?
Yeah, you can say that, because if they come in all happy and joking around and being serious about the work, of course, but at least having a bit of interacting with the players rather than just coming in straight faced, angry approach to the session, right? You're doing this, this, and this. No words spoke between a lot of you. Silence, get the work done.
Yeah.
And players will just be like, hold on, it's supposed to be an enjoyable environment where we get the work done, we'll do the work as long as we get a bit of cooperation, and that's simply it. But then when they start coming in and demanding things of players, that maybe some players might not be able to do the same as other players, so that's where the whole relationship thing comes again. If you don't take note of what players can do and how they can react to their own bodies, you can't put everyone on the same program, because you might have a stronger player, say a bigger player, a smaller player who might be a lot stronger but not as quick, more explosive. The smaller player might be more explosive.
Yeah.
Then you got to look at them factors. But if you put everyone on the same program, it's like putting everyone on the same step.
Yeah.
Which will not work. From personal experience, it hasn't worked for me anyway. So looking at someone who might be smaller than me, or maybe not stronger than me, but maybe a lot quicker and more athletic than me, but putting us on the same program, it can either downhearten you thinking I can do more of these weights, or you can, if you're the other guy, thinking, hold on, how am I supposed to do this the same as him when I can't even lift the weight?
Yeah.
So I'd say it has to be based around the player for me.
Yeah, so individuality.
Yeah, can't be putting everyone on the same level, and everyone's going to have different levels of performance and age brackets and stuff like that as well. So it has to be all again in a relationship.
Oh, decent. Alright, so we're going to talk a little bit about situations and examples of you working with S&C coaches. So can you offer an example or a situation or an instance where your S&C or sports scientist demonstrated a effective behaviour?
To say, for instance, during my time out, I can remember plenty of days where you're feeling downhearted, you're coming into the gym, you do the same process every day, trying to recover, but then there's days when you're coming in downhearted, upset at the fact that maybe you've seen all your teammates on the pitch, you're thinking, I just want to get back out there, but then I've had examples of people coming in a good mood, maybe put an arm around the shoulder saying we'll get this done, and then maybe we'll have a bit of head tennis or something outside, just a bit of enjoyment, keep yourself in the mind frame. So I've had that before where it's actually helped. You're coming in a bad mood and you're leaving in a good mood thinking I've actually progressed today.
Yeah.
Showing encouragement when you are doing work rather than just being like, okay, good, yeah, whatever. Showing a bit of excitement, sort of.
Yeah.
You're doing something good that you haven't done in a while since your injury or illness, such, and then you're puts you in a good mood. You're thinking, yeah, I smashed it. Going home thinking I smashed that gym today. Coming in tomorrow on a new day, happier.
Yeah.
That's the way it's been effective for me in the way in my examples.
Yeah. Okay, so you're saying when a coach takes more notice to your session or pays more attention to your session, you feel like you can do more.
Yeah, because there's no point having a coach. He gives you a sheet and then he's sitting talking to other people, or he's sitting, say for instance, on his phone or something like that. That annoys the hell out of me if I'm being honest. Because don't get me wrong, if someone comes in you can talk, but then you don't spend the whole 50-minute session or whatever it is talking to the guy. So how is anyone noticing I could do one set instead of 6 and he wouldn't notice I'm doing the whole work? Then that puts my progression further back. Or if they're noticing, they're going through every little detail. It's a lot different then. So you can feel the progression, you feel the excitement of, oh yeah, I'm returning to training. Now I'm coming soon closer, I'm another day closer. Yeah. That's, for me, the relationship again, it's a big factor.
Okay, decent. What about, have you got an example of less good or less effective behaviours?
Maybe if stuff on, because I've never really had say when I was out, I never really had a bad day, but it's, say for instance they weren't really interested, you go in and because they've done the same repetition again as yourself, then you go in and think, oh, I'm doing the same nonsense again today, and they're actually still thinking the exact same thing. You're kind of like, hold on, there's no work going to get done. You'll spend more time moping around in the corner that you should be back playing, blah blah blah, and they're spending more time on anything else but you.
Yeah.
I've had that before, where they can